Hey guys, it's Thomas here. Look at the gear here. I'm at Jay's place, and the reason I am here is because recently I made a video on the Musical Paradise Stack. And in the video, in the comment section, there's a lot of people asking me to review the Denafrips Ares.
Yes.
Right. I mean, I got a lot of requests because, you know, I gave the Musical Paradise Stack a raving review, and everybody's saying that, Thomas, you got to check out the Ares II. And then Jay posted the video saying it's the best thing ever, and that's why I'm like, oh goodness, now I have to go get it. So guys, for you, I travel 6 hours driving all the way to Toronto in the middle of winter to come pick up this. What's the DAC? Oh,
it's upstairs.
Okay.
It's upstairs.
And yes, I will review it. You know, this is really cool. I'm at Jay's place. You know, at my home, I use a cell phone to record myself. This is like full production, Hollywood style. Look at the mics, man. I should invest in this. Maybe I'll start a fundraiser and get people to pay for this.
Yeah, you totally should.
Yeah. So Jay, why don't you introduce yourself, your channel?
Yeah, so my channel is called The Next Best Thing Studio. For those of you that don't know, I also review hi-fi gear, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
So, you know, you think that I have a lot of gear at my place? You ain't seen nothing yet, man. You should come by here. It's an audiophile's dream. Like, this is the ultimate candy store. Speakers, and all high-end speakers on top of that. So, Jay listens to a lot of high-end gear. He has a lot of experience of high-end gear. I would say that he has more experience than I do. Oh. So definitely, I thought that it was very interesting. Actually, I thought that it was great that since I'm meeting with him today, and Jay suggested, you know what, maybe we should make a video together. And I said, yeah, sure, why not? You know, since we got all the gear set up here and we have Jay here. And I think today's topic will be 2019 products.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the best of 2019,
but what surprised us the most.
Yeah, I think that's what we agreed on. You know, as you know, Jay, you listen to a lot of gears, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I listen to a lot of gears, so I didn't want to make a video like, you know, what's the best 2019, right? RP 6600 M clips and blah blah blah. No. It's things that surprised us in 2019. So I'm gonna let Jay talk most of the time. Yeah, because
really?
yeah, we'll do it that
Why?
way. So Jay, why don't you start with the first product? We're gonna go with 3 products, all right?
So let's do. I do one.
Yeah.
You ask me some questions, and you do one, and I ask some questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and I will challenge him, and he'll challenge me. Oh, that sounds bad. I will ask him questions, and he'll ask me questions. Okay, there you go.
I will challenge you.
All right. So Jay, what is the first product that surprised you in 2019?
So the first product that surprised me is not going to be a surprise for many people, but it's gonna be the Buchardt S400.
Yes, you have the special edition here, right?
I have the special edition here, and actually there's a funny story to that.
Okay.
Do you know about the funny story?
Yeah, could tell me.
Okay, fine.
Entertain me.
Okay, so Mads from Buchardt Audio, he sent me the S400. The agreement was that he was going to send me the S400.
Right.
And I said, okay.
Yeah.
And it arrived.
Yeah.
And I put it downstairs and put it in queue for review.
Yeah.
And a few weeks later, or actually a few days later, Mads emailed me and said, "You lucky bastard. We sent you the special edition by accident."
What? Oh man, I never heard a special edition before.
That's how it happened. So actually, you know, as a reviewer, as an audiophile and gearhead, I was very happy. I was like, yes.
No shit, man.
But then as a reviewer, I was like, well, is there a significant difference? You know, how does it translate to my reviews, right?
Yeah, it's true, eh?
Yeah.
You never heard the regular version, right?
The regular version, I only heard at a friend's place who he actually owns it.
Okay.
But again, it's a different environment, different gear, so.
Okay. So S400, why did it impress you? Like compared to, because you listen to a lot of high-end gear, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, the S400, as good as it is, it doesn't compare to those $50,000, $60,000 speakers that you listen to daily.
Of course.
So, yeah. So what caught your attention, and what is about the company that you really like? You know, also.
So thing is, you know, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get $50,000, $60,000 performance out of these speakers, and you're definitely not going to even, in fact, get $10,000, $20,000, performance out of these speakers.
Okay.
There's a significant gap between that price range. But what is impressive is that you get really close for little amount of dollars. You're getting very, very close, and that's what's impressive about the speaker. And what is really impressive is there's actually technology to back up the real life performance. You're talking about the waveguide design? The waveguide, the woofer, the cabinet, the passive radiator, the caps they're using, the crossover, all that translates all together into kind of like a synergistic approach to a speaker. Yeah. And that's what's impressive. And in a little bookshelf speaker that can really fit into a lot of people's rooms, it's impressive. And it did surprise me because, out of such a little speaker, you're getting a lot closer to the high-end performance that I am more familiar with on a daily basis. And so more so than not, when I come back from working and hook up something to review, I have to really think, okay, what can I say good thing about this speaker? How can I say what is good about this speaker? And I have to really think about the price range and all that stuff. So you have the same problem as I do, where you need to reset your brain. That's right. You have to reset your brain because you just heard a $60,000 system in the store for the past 8 hours. Right? Or $500,000 system actually. So, but the Buchardt S400, what I really found was, hey, you know what? I can live with this, and that means a lot. There's very few speakers that I can say about that in this price range. Okay. And so that's what's really impressive. Okay, that's cool. How about you? What's your first product? All right. So the first product that surprised me the most, well, there are three, is the Polk Audio 707. Okay, I know some of you are rolling your eyes, going like, I heard it before, it's whatever. Here's the thing, it all depends how it's set up. Recently, I had my friend over. He owns the JBL 300. Right. For him, bass is the most important. You know what? He chose that speaker over my Cantor. The JBL 300? No, the Polk Audio 707. Okay, over my Cantor. Okay. Because he liked the bass better on the Polk Audio. Okay. The Cantor Focal is $12,000. That Polk Audio 707 is $2,000 only, right? All I'm saying, in a very nicely set up system, the Polk can do quite a lot. So that's why I highly recommend it. It's not for everyone. The top end doesn't sparkle as well. It's the bass that is very impressive. So that's my first product. Is it a lot of bass, or is it just really dynamic and punchy? It is well-controlled bass, well-balanced bass. It goes deep. It has punch. So it's all the criteria I look for in bass. Of course, the definition is so-so, like it doesn't compare to the Cantor in that sense. But if you're somebody who likes that powerful low end, the Polk is very good. Yeah, that's my first product. Cool. All right. So Jay, what about you? The second product that blew you away? The second product that blew me away is the ELAC Vella 403, PS403 speakers. Okay. And we actually gave our first award on my channel, and people were going crazy. People were going like, how about the Buchardt S400? How much does it cost, the ELAC? The ELAC cost about $2,500 USD. Ooh, that's not cheap. That's not cheap. Okay. And so people were like, how about the Picard S400? Why didn't you give a review, award for that one? Right. So I have to clear up. I did comment on those comments, saying that that award didn't exist when the S400, we were still very, very young as a YouTube channel. So that award was later designed by our team of members. So that's why Picard S400 could have easily won that award. So should I put you on the spot? Which one is better? Okay, never mind. Let's not go there. You can do that? No, let's not go there. Let's not go there. I can do it. So why do you like the ELAC then? Because I had the ELAC FS249 and I never made a video on it. There's kind of a reason why I never made a video on it. But in short, it's not negative. Okay, it's a fantastic speaker. One issue I had with it is that the bass, it goes very low. It will shake your foundation, but there's a lack of punch. It doesn't punch me. Yeah. So you get quality bass, but not quantity bass. Yep. So how does this is where I come in.
Yes.
It's my time to shine. So I've heard the past ELACs before. I've owned them myself.
Okay.
And I didn't like them.
What? Okay.
And I said this in my Vela review, and I spoke to the people at ELAC, and I said, if it's anything like the past ELAC, it's gonna be a no-go for me.
Wait. As in the past ELAC, as in the FS series that I tried?
Yeah.
So there's a big difference?
There's a difference.
They look similar, man.
They look very similar.
It's like all they did was just paint it differently or something.
I know. So I was fully expecting that.
Okay.
But when I hooked it up and actually played it in my space,
okay.
The high frequency was what really outshined a lot of speakers, and I had to really give that award.
Whoa. ELAC, if you're watching this video, I'm interested now to review it.
Because past, I have very sensitive ears.
Okay.
And this is not a surprise factor. I got fatigued multiple times reviewing multiple speakers.
But it goes very high, doesn't it? The frequency.
It does, and that's why I had to give the award, because Thomas, when I was hearing this, it was extending. There was a lot of air. There's a lot of energy in the top end, right?
Yeah.
But it was not sharp.
Do you still have it somewhere in this house?
No, it was returned to ELAC.
Shucks. Okay.
Because I said, hey, I gotta review the 407s.
Oh man, you should invite me over when you do it.
Yeah, the 407s are coming. Now, floor standard and bookshelf are entirely different, so it may be a totally different.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping my hopes high, my expectations low for now.
Okay.
But the 403, like you said, it's not gonna punch as hard as the Buchardt. It's not gonna punch as hard as the R3, CAF R3. It's not gonna do those things. But what it's gonna do is, if you found the Klipsch RP 600M, which is a totally different price point, but if you found that kind of speaker or a horn speaker a little bit too bright, and I know a lot of you guys have found that to be true, while some people were just like rocking it with that speaker. If that was the case, and you were actually looking for very extended high frequency, beautiful air, beautiful with no sharpness in between, that was the ELAC Vella.
I see.
It was so silky smooth in the top end, yet every detail, every nuance, and the way my girlfriend's a musician, she plays music. She's not professional, but she plays music.
Yeah.
And she has been around music all her life.
Okay.
And this, from a non-audiophile, first listening to these speakers, sitting down, and we played 5-6 tracks, and she said, wow, I really love these speakers. It's like floating around.
I see.
Everything is perfectly placed and floating out. Her words, not mine.
Okay.
And so, that's exactly how I put it. It was very silky smooth and absolutely just stunning. I was mind blown. Of course, like I said, it's not gonna do the deep bass. It's not gonna punch as hard. But of course, you can supplement it with a subwoofer if you really want. But the beauty of that speaker, like you said, it's not gonna be for everyone. It's not gonna be for everyone. It's for certain people that are looking for that kind of quality in a speaker. Okay. And I know a lot of people are.
Yeah. It's funny. That actually leads to the second product that that surprised me. It's the PMC PB1 Gold.
Yes.
Now, PMC, nobody knows about this company in North America. Well, not nobody, but it's not a very popular brand. And how you describe the ELAC just now is how I feel about the PMC. You see, one of the issue I have with speakers today is that when it comes to metal-based dome tweeter, they walk a very fine line between good detail and over detail and like too bright.
Sharpness. Yeah.
And that leads to listening fatigue.
Yeah.
Dying audios are great, fantastic, but I just wish it has a little bit more zing to it that metal-based dome tweeter does. And this is where the PMC surprised me. It's this little tiny bookshelf speaker that I'm like, what the hell is this, But when I put it on, that's where it walked that fine line really well. Clarity is amazing. Vocals are fine. It reminds me of my Harbef P3 ESR. So it shocked me that there's only one catch. You have to use it with a subwoofer. I haven't made a video on it yet, but yeah, out of all the speakers I brought home, that was one that shocked me. I had to stop everything. I remember that day I was planning to test a lot of speakers.
Yeah.
I stopped everything. Just put it back into the room, that one speaker, and I listened to it.
Yeah.
In fact, somebody visited my place recently, and he said the same thing. He listened to the Focal Canta $12,000 speaker, the Polk Audio 707, the Klipsch RP 8000F. He was very impressed. But once he hit that PMC, he was like, whoa, this is the one that shocked me the most.
No, I'm more familiar with PMC speaker in the name because I used to work in a studio before.
Okay.
So in the pro studio world, they're very well known. So
okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
The only problem is that you need a subwoofer. That thing has no bass, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get back to you, Jay.
My next product is gonna be the one that you're taking away from me.
Oh yes.
The Denafrips Ares II R2R DAC. And the reason for this is very, very simple. It's an incredible DAC, period.
You know what I'm thinking? I hope you're right because I drove 6 hours to come get this DAC.
Imagine you may have a totally different experience with it. Who knows? Stay tuned.
It's only $1,000, man. How good can it be? I'm used to $4,000 DACs. Not that I doubt it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a very good DAC, but it's kind of.
No, you're absolutely right. This is where I want to make a point.
Okay.
Is if you have a DAC that's like MSP or very high-end DAC.
What is MSP?
It's a high-end DAC. It's
as in how much?
We're talking about starting at 10,000 USD.
Okay.
So,
fine, go on. If you have something like that,
yeah. So if you have something like that, or if you have a very good DAC that you like, then stay with it. That the Ares II, the strong point is not that it's. I think people are misunderstanding my review point. It's a very good DAC.
Sure.
But what surprised me about that DAC and what made me so enthusiastic is not the fact that it performs like a $10,000, $20,000 DAC. What surprised me is that it does things that even a $10,000 DAC I love so much, aka the MSP, doesn't do. For
example,
the air in the top end, the high frequency details without being fatigued. The ability to surround notes with air, especially in the top end and the mid frequency, the naturalness of it, that is something of a quality that's only to the Denafrips Ares II.
Okay, so let me ask you then, is it the same kind of technology, those two DACs?
The
R2R? Both?
They are both R2R, but the way MSP designed it is unknown to many people. Well, most consumers, because even myself, I don't completely understand it because it's all sealed, right? It's their own technology and whatnot. When I hear the MSP, of course, like I said in my review, Metrum Acoustics, MSP, these are R2R DACs. So Chris DACs. These are some of the DACs that I reviewed on my channel, and I gave great reviews because they did great dynamics, they did beautiful mid-range, high frequency extension, so on and so forth. Now, the Ares II is not going to beat them in that regard. Okay. But if you're looking for something that can kind of open up the high frequency, right? Let's say your system's a little bit too dull sounding. For example, right now I have the JBL 4429, a little bit of a spoiler alert again, hooked up. And my initial impression was that it's kind of dull on the top end.
What? These are horns,
yeah,
man.
Exactly, despite being a horn. So I released this video this morning, actually filming of this video. And initial impression was a little bit dull.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. And I said it in the video. Surprised.
Okay.
And so let's say you have a system like that, and let's say this is the way it is. And then you're like, okay, I really like the bass, the mid-range, everything. I just want the top end to open up a little bit. Okay. Then you may consider this DAC. So it's about synergy, and really the beautiful thing about this DAC is that it does things that some other DACs don't.
You know what I'm afraid of though? Like a lot of sub $1,000 DAC I listen to, yes, they push the top end so much that there's glare. Yeah. You know what I mean? It sounds cheap. I know what you mean. Yeah. And okay, I know I'm gonna get eggs thrown at me for saying this, right? The digital glare
Thomas.
And but that's one thing I noticed between high-end DACs and entry-level DACs. Yep. So this is at that borderline $1,000 line. So in my review, yes, I start off the review with, when I got a lot of hate for it, people start rambling on, right? Okay. But I had to say it. I mean, I had to make a point that I heard a lot of sub $1,000 DACs. It's not
just that I went boom and started listening to $10,000 DACs.
Okay.
I worked my way up there. And in the beginning, hell, I could afford maybe $200 DACs, and I'm not ashamed of it. That was what I could afford. That's what I put in my system, and that's what I enjoyed. And when I didn't know about the other DACs, that was good enough. And so I played a lot with sub $1,000 DACs to know that this DAC, right, the performance is up there. It's not within that kind of one of those it's not one of those, Thomas, the beauty of this stack and the reason I gave an award to this stack is it's because it's not just one of those sub $1,000 DACs.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's good at some things. It promises some things, right?
Yeah.
This is an exceptional DAC
that
does extremely well in one aspect that even outperforms more pricey DACs. I'm just going to put it at that.
Okay. I will message you later on when I listen to it.
Yes.
And
Please do.
Okay. Well,
he's curious.
Yeah, I am definitely very curious. It's not usual. I don't usually do that, right? Like,
it's unusual.
Yeah, Jig, I need to get this thing off you, man. All right. So let's move on to me now.
Yeah.
The last
one.
The last product that it didn't surprise me, but it lived up to my expectation. It's the rail subs. So I got two T7i rails, which I have not reviewed yet. And what I wanted in a sub is that I don't hear the sub. It just helps elevate the low end a bit. Okay, I don't want it to be in my face. I want it to have good definition and all the things that you want in an audiophile sub.
So it has to integrate well,
integrate well.
Seamless integration, right?
Exactly, that's the key word, right? And so far it has met my expectations. Everyone that comes to my place has agreed that it has met my expectations. In fact, I actually do need these subs for the PMC to shine. Else I can't live with that PMC. I need the bass.
Yeah.
And as my friend put it, it's so cute because you can hear the PMC, the highs and the mids are coming from the PMC, and then you have bass coming from you don't know where.
That's right. That's what you want.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear your subwoofers. You want to hear the system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait for my review for the T7i. There's pros, of course. Are there any cons? Yeah, I guess a few.
I guess you'll find out. This is how you're gonna tease them, right?
Yes. All right, guys. We just noticed that the warning sign from the camera just popped up. We've been talking for 30 minutes already, so it's all right.
I hope this video is not too long.
I bet some of you already, left halfway. So we're gonna wrap it up at this point.
Yep.
Jay, I'll let you wrap it up then.
So we want to wish you guys a happy holiday, Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, and we're looking forward to a great year of 2020 and reviewing some awesome gear. And we wish you the best.
All right, guys, just make sure you subscribe.
Yes, subscribe.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, next time.
Next time.
Bye.